All right, Coach, you want to just open it up with 6-0 start, best start since 2000 for the program. Talk about the two big wins this weekend.
We're really excited about how we're playing as a team. We're getting together defensively, and we're really being bullish, if you will, about our defense. We're able to really be aggressive on the ball because I think our help side is getting better. I just think that if we can continue to remember that last piece, the box out, we're going to even be a better team. But I like the way that everyone's talking as a team, understanding that their opinion matters, and we will receive their opinions. For example, halftime of our game against Clemson, the team asked us to run an offense that we didn't practice at all, but it's something we've known from last year. And we ran it, and it worked, and it helped us really extend a lead in the third quarter against Clemson. So we're excited about where we're going.
The win against Clemson was the second ever win against an ACC opponent. Talk about what that means about this program and what you guys are for. Like, what is it about this program that you're beating the top tier conferences?
Well, we don't ever worry about conferences or even names of teams. What we try to consider is the people in front of us and what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. And what we try to do is hopefully diminish their strength and really exploit their weaknesses. And at the end of the season, we may get excited about looking back and seeing conference names that we've beat or teams that we've beat or things of that nature. But as you're going through it and you're in the trenches and you're really trying to help a young team evolve, what we want to continue to do is just keep the main thing and not really reflect on conferences, if you will.
Kat's play has been great as of late. She had a double-double against UCF. Talk about what she's done this year to kind of help you guys.
Well, I'm going to really say something, that's kind of funny, but it is true in my head. She's our Draymar Green. I mean, she's our stretch four that's undersized, that's willing to do any and everything to help a team find success. And I just think that she has really, first it was kind of silly to even consider her to play the power forward for us. And I just thought that there was something special about her toughness that put her down there and let her mix it up. But her ability to shoot the ball and handle the ball and to be tough down on the block is still getting better. But I just think that, she's just a young lady that's willing to do any and everything for the success of our team. And when she's out there, we're smaller, but I think we're faster.
Kat, talk about great start to the season. What did you kind of work on this offseason to kind of prepare for your sophomore campaign?
I think just in the off-season, I really worked on just approaching the game in a different way. I kind of just came into practices wanting the ball, wanting to score, wanting to be like the first in every drill. And I think that was something that was a lot different from last year. So I think just approaching practice a different way really just helped me to be able to play a different way.
What does it say about your team? You got back-to-back wins when you were trailing at halftime. What does that say about this group of young women? What does that say about you guys?
I think this group is special. We go into the locker room at halftime and we're down. But there's no negative energy at all. The whole team, we just think of ways that, like, on our own that we can get better. And as a team, we come up with things we can do better. And we're, like, talking to each other, telling each other things that we can, like, improve on ourselves. Like, even at halftime, we're like, Steph, what do you think about the offense? Like, Joe, what do you see? What do you see on the defense bigs? So I think this team's just special because we try and uplift others. We don't try and bring each other down when we're down. So I think that just makes it really special.
Coach, talk a little bit about Joanna Smith. She exploded for 26 points, career high, and she was just named MAC East Player of the Week. Talk about her play so far this season.
Well, it's really an honor to have us be considered a team that earned the right to be MAC of the Week. And everything we do is about us. And Joe exploding for 26, it's kind of ironic. If you watch that last game, she hit 2 threes in a row, and they really, really locked in tight with her, and the defense really went towards her. Then we ran 2 plays in a row where Kat hit 2 threes. And so they really had to just play everybody, one-on-one. And when you have to play us one-on-one, somebody's going to explode. And that's the neat thing about it. And it was Joe's time. And I'm just really excited that we have this kind of team where we don't really have a go-to per se, but we have a team that can emerge into something really significant. if you lock in too hard, Stephanie's going to hit you with the up and under in the layup position. And get you the double 16 points. You let our scoring the game before. I just like us to really lock into who we are. And Jo is just a piece of the puzzle. And we really love the fact that she wants the same kind of thing. At halftime, she's talking to us about, how we can exploit their offense if we take away a part of their pass situation. So no one really cares about points. No one really cares about anything. We care about the 50-50 balls. We care about the grunge work of the rebounds, the extra pass to make the team go. And it's really a humbling experience to have the MAC see us that way and have us earn the right to be considered a MAC East Co-Player of the Week.
Kate, you kind of mentioned before that you didn't even realize Jo had 26 points on Sunday. But how nice is that to look up and see that she's scoring the ball? How much does that take off of everybody's plate when one person, has the hot hand and you see the ball going in a lot for her? How nice is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's great when Jo's shooting the ball well. It really just takes the pressure off everyone else, and Jo can shoot it. So when it really comes down to it, even when you're not noticing her in the game, at the end of the game Jo's going to have some points.
Coach, talk a little bit about your defense, ranked number 2 in the nation, scoring defense. Talk a little bit about what your emphasis is on defense that's been so successful so far.
That's a piece of the game that I really, as a head coach, would hope that could be something that I call my legacy. I just always want to coach young women to believe that what you get, you can earn. You've earned, the work you've done. And once you have something, you don't necessarily have to give it away. You can hold on to it with all dear life. And then there's a mechanism of a group of women fighting for a cause and not allowing anyone to take what they think belongs to them. And so everything I do is a reflection of the way I want our young women to grow, the reflection of the way I want to live my life, if you will. And for us to have a team this year, this team that's so special, a team that really, people say you coach and you get your own players. Well, these are my players, and they all believe in the same kind of theory. Let's defend to the end. Let's just ride this thing as hard as we can defensively, and then let's have some fun and be creative offensively. We don't really care, if you miss a shot or two. We just care about how hard you get back on defense, how hard you want to block out, things of that nature. And I think this team really gets it. And more important than this really being what we're standing for, it shows me what kind of character our young women have. These 14 players are really going to be special people when they leave us, because they understand that they're going to earn everything, but once they earn it, it's not going to be real easy for you to take it from them.
Okay, how have you guys kind of embraced the defensive mentality? You guys are winning games, low scoring. Most people might say, that's not exciting, but you're still winning and you guys love it.
Yeah.
How have you guys kind of embraced that role?
I think we've just developed a real trust for each other. There'll be times on defense when I don't even hear someone coming from the split line, but I know they're going to be there. I know, regardless of how much it might impact them, if their player scores on them because they've helped me, I know they're still going to be there. And I think just the way that we all trust each other and we all just, allow for others to help us has really developed this year, and it really just helps us win through our defense.
And Coach, what are some of the things you guys are working on? 6-0, but there's still a lot of work to be done. What are you working on this week as you head to a good Hofstra team on Thursday night?
Hofstra's going to be tough. They're very athletic, and they run the floor very, very well. It's going to challenge us to really stretch the floor defensively, to get back and to change how we rebound the ball offensively, because we really need to protect the basket on the other end. So we got some things to kind of work on the next couple days. And again, we're going to continue to shoot the ball and practice so that we can get our more confidence offensively. But we're going to continue to do the same thing we've been doing. Hofstra's a good team, but so is Clemson and Central Florida and everybody else we've played and going to play. We're going to respect all, but we're going to fear nobody.
Perfect. That's a good way to end it.
Okay,
That was an awesome way to end it.